Barcelona is back. We are back, home party city. What did I say, ladies and gentlemen? What did I say once again? How much different does it make when we see all of the fans all the way down at the bottom of that pitch? That looks beautiful. And from that anthem, as soon as the game was about to start, and some people are hating on this, by the way, I'm not going to mention any names, but it was a beautiful anthem before the game. You can see the fans being really happy to be back. You can see the players really happy to be back. And you can see Victory Shades back are happy to be back at the Camp Nou. What a party. Guys, I am so excited for this. And I got so many angles and so many things to say about this game. And we're going to get into everything, including what I thought it was a masterful game plan by Hansi Flick today. He surprised me because out of the gate, he had Gerard Maldini as a center back. And he had Eddie Garcia as a double pivot with Dani Olmo. And I thought that was incredible. How come I never thought of that? Exactly. It makes perfect sense. Eddie Garcia on the ball is second to none. And we saw, this is the difference. You see Eddie Garcia and you see Casado? That's the problem. What Casado, it's not giving us anything offensively. And we saw Eddie Garcia making 2 to 3 passes. The Ferran Torres, the Fermín Lopez one. That was Eddie Garcia finding him on that spacing right there. Beautiful put. But we're going to be talking about this game and exactly everything that happened because I am so happy. But why I'm so happy is not just being back at the Camp Nou. Is everybody was coming back with the Camp Nou. Joan Garcia, baby. Joan Garcia. I said this. It makes a world of a difference. We had no clean sheets with Szczesny. And all of a sudden, as soon as we come back at the Camp Nou, the clean sheets are back. The clean sheets are back. Am I crazy? With Joan Garcia, we allowed 6 goals. Without Joan Garcia, we allowed 17 goals in 11 games. Joan Garcia has goalkeeped us for 10 games. Almost the same amount of games, and we only allow 6 goals with Joan Garcia. And now we go back with Joan Garcia, and clean sheets are back. The defense looks better. It looks like we have picked up right where we left off. Now, for the last 3 halves, right? The full game today and the second half against Celta de Vigo, we had not allowed a single goal. That is music to my ears. For as bad as we had been defensively, this is a perfect to see. And guys, a lot of people, I know what they're going to say. Look, I already know. This is exactly what's going to happen. They're going to tell you, Unai Simon made mistakes on the goal. Yes, sure. He made that mistake on the second goal. Maybe a little iffy. I'm going to give a lot of credit to Lewandowski for taking on a beautiful shot and just ripped it, bro. And Unai Simon couldn't see it. He didn't know it was coming low. And it was meant to be for the first goal to be scored by the one and only Lewandowski. That's right. I just made that up. I've never heard it before. I swear to God in my life. Lewandowski scoring that goal to begin the party at the Camp Nou. It was just so beautiful to see. But you know what? I'll give you that. If you're going to say Unai Simon made a mistake on that one, okay, fine. But guess what? Barcelona, the pressing is back. That is the main issue that we had on the highline. And I've said this before, saying the highline is the problem, that is always going to be, that was always a lazy analysis. Because the main issue, it was not the highline. It was the intensity and the press off the ball. And what happened on that first Lewandowski goal? We lost the ball. Bilbao Athletic Club, they recovered it. and we press high. Fermín Lopez, bam! And forces a mistake. Lewandowski gets it, and Ank is still got it. He pulled a move on Vivian. Boom, bada bing, bam. Golazo by Lewandowski. He had to be the one scoring that goal. It was as good as it was, man. And that was what it was. Let me see. That was in the 4th minute. Exactly. That was in the 4th minute by Lewandowski. And not only that, but then right before the half, we have been playing incredible. Our high line was perfect. They did not break the high line once. Why did you think that? Because this team is back. The intensity was back again, once again. This is how you play championship football, guys. This is how we play championship football. Pressing the whole time. And that makes the high line work to perfection. They could not break it a single time. And Joan Garcia had 2 chances where I think Szczesny would have stayed there. They tried to hit Nico Williams, who, by the way, enjoy your 5.7 so far score, my boy. Big fish in a small pond. That's what you wanted to do? Enjoy your Bilbao. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Go home. That's what you wanted. Take that. Hold that. They tried to hit him in space, right? And they couldn't because Joan Garcia intercepted that. One time in the first half, one time in the second half. That's the difference when you have a goalkeeper that can play the style of high line that Hansi Flick wants to do. I'm telling you, Hansi Flick is ecstatic to have Joan Garcia back at goalkeeping because he plays this high line to perfection. There was 2 crosses into the box, intercepted. Joan Garcia right there, baby. That's what I mean. It's so much different when you have the right goalkeeper, when you have the right players for the right system you are trying to play. And now, let's get to player ratings because I know I'm all over the place. Fermín Lopez, actually, yes. So before the half, right, it was Ferran Torres won a pass from Lamine Yamal, who I thought had an incredible game, by the way. He does not see the scoring line. The scoreboard is not going to say Lamine Yamal scored today. But make no mistake about it. A big part of this party at the Camp Nou was because Lamine Yamal is telling everybody, I'm back. I don't have this injury no more. And the injury is past me. The pubic injury, that's it, man. We saw him one-on-one, double team, playing, dribbling, making plays, playmaking, the whole game. And those 2 passes, bro, beautiful. I can watch them all day. That Trivela pass down the seam to Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres one-on-one. Unai Simon eats it. I understand it. It was probably a bad goalkeeping job by Unai Simon, which, by the way, parentheses, Spain, if you want to win the World Cup, you need to be calling Joan Garcia to be the number 1 goalkeeper. That is the best Spanish goalkeeper in today's football. It's not Unai Simon. It's Joan Garcia. Say his name, bro. He has to be the goalkeeper at the World Cup. And by the way, that was a 2-0 right before the half. It was the perfect remedy. And guess what? We hit them with a double-edged sword because at the beginning of the second half, once again, and this time, a man that played a perfect game today. It might be an overstatement. It may not be a perfect game, but he played as a pivot and he was doing the things. He was doing the Lord's work. He found Fermín Lopez down the space in stride, baby, and almost got intercepted by the defense. Fermín Lopez finds this ball and bangs it into the back of the net. Fermín Lopez is a baller, man. A baller. I'm telling you. Fermín Lopez is going to be an amazing player. And he found his group. He found his spot. He found Hansi Flick's trust, most importantly. And the more we can keep him there as the whole time, the better he will get. He just needs that trust. He just needs consistency. If we can keep him every game, I'm telling you, he will deliver. Can you believe these bums at Chelsea that we're going to be seeing on Tuesday, by the way? By the way, I will have a post-game show for that game. They tried to offer us 40 million euros for that baller. Get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell out of here. You want to go play? You want to go pay 60, 70, 80 for another bums at the Premier League? Fermín Lopez will be balling out for Chelsea right now, especially because they don't have Cole Palmer. But 40 million euros, thank you so much, because if you would have offered the right price, 80 to 90, they probably would have let him go. So thank you so much, and what a baller. He is playing great every single game. He keeps playing better and better and better and better. I think he's scoring that goal, and once again, like he just finds a way to score, man. And then what happened right before the end of the match? In the 90th minute, Lamine Yamal having that kind of game that they always do, right? In between three players, zigzagging, finds his spacing, and sees Ferran Torres going down in between the numbers once again. A through pass, one-on-one. Unai Simon has nothing to do. Ferran Torres, that's how you finish. That's how you send a message. That's how you say we have a striker. That's why you say you can be that guy. Ferran Torres, on his good day, he's going to get it done for you. That's the thing. It's only a matter of consistency with Ferran, because he'll miss 2 out of 3 chances. Today, he scored 2 out of 3. That is the difference in the game, and this is why we were able to win this game 4-0. But, guys, bear with me for 1 second. I'm going to do a player ratings, because I didn't do a post-game show like I normally do. This is going to be, a 12-minute video. I'm going to try to make it around 20 minutes, maybe a little bit less if possible. So I'm going to run through this very quickly. As I said before, guys, come on, man. I'm happy Joan Garcia is back, the best goalkeeper. If Spain is serious about the World Cup, get this man the goalkeeper position for Spain, man, at the World Cup. Koundé, I was happy to see Koundé back to having a very solid game today. I thought he was very good throughout the whole game. And I think it may be a confidence booster. Now that we got him back, he needs to go back to his normal self. He needs to go back to his form. And today was a very good game where he can say, you know what? I'm feeling confident about this game. Cubarsí, Gerard Maldini, I thought they had a very good game. No ton of mistakes. I know Athletic Club had chances to score. Obviously, right? It's a game. They're gonna have chances to score. We're gonna give up chances. They're gonna give up chances. It's just a matter of who is the most clinical in this game. But I thought defensively we were good. And Balde, which we have to see his injury. He kind of got injured there in the second half. So we need to see how long is he going to be out. Thankfully, we have Gerard Martin there who can actually do an okay job. Maybe not the perfect job. So, but him being out for the Chelsea game, it would be atrocious. But you know what? I don't even care at this point. I'm so happy we're back at the Camp Nou, and I'm so happy we won today. That even if we draw against Chelsea, it's not the end of the world. Which, you know, no. By the way, what I did wanted to say though, that I really forgot to say something, and I just forgot it again. So I apologize. But then Eddie Garcia, I thought as a double pivot, he had a very good game. I'm not gonna say perfect, but he's just a baller who balls out in every single way for you. And it's just incredible the way that he delivers in every way. Sometimes when we put him at the center back position, he doesn't play the best. But let's be honest, the center back position is the hardest position. You can't make one mistake and then you already have a bad game. That's the thing with center back position. But I do appreciate everything that Eddie Garcia gives us, man. And it gives us so much versatility, right? Fermín Lopez, what a baller, man. What a baller. Scores a goal. He was a maniac running the pitch the whole entire match. I love you, bro. I'm giving Eddie Garcia, by the way, a 9 out of 10. I'm giving Kunde an 8 out of 10. I'm giving Kubarsi a 7.5 out of 10. Gerard Martin, 7.5 out of 10. Balde with the 7 is pretty solid. Eddie Garcia, I don't know what the hell FootMob's doing here. 6.9, man. What the hell? I'm giving Eddie Garcia an 8 out of 10. I'm giving Fermín Lopez a 9 out of 10. And I'm giving Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo, he got subbed in this game, and I thought he played pretty good. We moved him back at the 10 role, and actually he's probably the best he's played in a little while, to be quite frank with you. But I'm happy to see that Dani Olmo in this game did not disappoint per se, and I'm gonna give Dani Olmo 6.5 out of 10. Ferran Torres for many was the man of the match with a 9.1 rating with 2 goals. I thought he played incredible when he's scoring these chances, man. I'm telling you, he's very good. He's a super sub, and when he can fill in for Rashford. And this is the part I just remember what I wanted to say earlier. Why I'm so excited about this victory, guys, is because this victory came with Rafinha coming off the bench, without Rashford, without Pedri, and without Frankie, and we were able to put 4 goals past pathetic club, bro. This is so amazing, man. And Ferran Torres, kudos to Ferran Torres, bro. Let's give him his flowers. When he plays well, we got to give it up to him, bro. When he plays well, we just got to give it up. Give it up. And Lewandowski, Ank still got it. He pulling the moves on Vivian like that, man. That was incredible. The first goal, first blood at the Camp Nou. First goal at the Camp Nou will never be forgotten. Legend Doski. And I'm giving Lamine Yamal a 9.2 out of 10 today, because today he had 2 assists and he looked like the Lamine Yamal that we all know and love, and slowly but surely he's picking up steam, and he's going to start carrying this offense, man. I'm telling you, the fact that we score this many goals even without Pedri and Frankie, man, it was a thing of beauty, and it was just an amazing all around. Guys, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, activate this notification bell, become part of this community. Look, man, we're almost at 6,500 subscribers. Help me get to 7K before Christmas, guys. It will be your Christmas present to me, and I would really appreciate if you help me grow. Let me know in the comments what was your main key takeaway. Always remember, guys, I will have the 6 key takeaways of this game later on tonight. I cannot wait to show you everything that I have to say about this game, man. I'm so happy we're back at the Camp Nou. We're back. Party City's back. 4-0. Does Elche have anything for me in this game? Does Elche have anything for me in this game? Can you imagine if they beat Madrid, or even if they draw, man? That would only be 1 point at this moment. Oh my goodness, man. Let's take a look at how beautiful this table would look right now. Look at that sweet baby there. We're at the top. I'm just saying, Barcelona is at the top in the number 1 spot of La Liga. We'll end the video there. Thank you, guys. Más que un club. We are back at the Camp Nou. And guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video. And as always, Visca Barça. Let's go!